Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am Clay Emo, Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It is Wednesday night, December the 27th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. I hope you're all doing well. The Canucks are back in business tomorrow, so I'm going to be talking a bit about that. Talking about a bit about their practice today, what Rick Tocchet had to say after practice. Talk about my appearance on City News today. I'm not sure if anyone saw it, which is fine. And then we're going to end off with a little bit of games tonight because we missed our games night on Monday night. And I'm going to do a quick addressing of what happened on my stream yesterday. So look forward to all of that and more in today's show. Moderators, thank you in advance. Do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. So no racism, sexism, homophobia, ableism, and flat out mean name calling. And I'll get to that in a couple of minutes. Members, legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, thank you for your support as always. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether in my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond in the city, Lower Mainland, province, country, continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. You know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else getting ready for work, maybe school, but I doubt it, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here with me right now, know how much I always appreciate you, and I never, ever take you for granted. So this is how you can get involved tonight. And last night, we had a great night. We had everything. We had upgrades of memberships. We had new memberships. We had donations. We had membership gifts. We had membership messages. So we actually had all five last night. Let's see what happens tonight. That people could have been in a holiday spirit. But if you want to get involved tonight, you can subscribe so you can get active in the chat section and get notified of my videos. You can like the video. 30 of you in here, which is awesome. Let's get those likes up to at least 15. You guys know how much I love that 50% rule. So like the video. It takes a second. All you got to do is click the thumbs up. You can leave a donation. That's very kind of you. You can gift a membership. That's also very kind of you. You can buy your own membership. Still very kind. You can upgrade your own membership. That's kind too. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, you can rate and review. Although I'll stop saying that tonight because I'm not going to upload tonight's to podcasts because of the games portion. And there's not much to talk about Canucks wise anyways. So I hope you guys are all doing well. And I'll tell you a bit about my day. Then we'll talk about the Canucks. And then we'll get into general chat. But I will say this before we get going, and I'm not sure if the people that I want to hear this are in here, but that's okay. That's okay. Yesterday, someone in the chat was asking non-Canucks questions advice, someone who's been here quite a bit. Carol, I'll get to your donation in a second. Thank you, Carol. And it was non-Canucks related. And it was fine. It was, I think the advice this person was getting was helpful from some very valued, trusted members of the community. And what was interesting is some people didn't like it and said, hey, keep that out of the chat. And I responded by saying, it's fine. This person can talk about these kind of things because it's not doing anyone any harm. And aside from me addressing it right now, which that's what I said last night, I'm not spending any more time and energy because I'm not highlighting those comments. I'm not even addressing those comments, but people can talk to each other in the chat, especially in the first 15 minutes when I don't really chat with anyone. I just chat by myself. So then some people were saying, yeah, keep that out of the chat. Others were saying, no, he's allowed to chat about it. And we're very helpful. Then others were saying he's allowed to chat about it. And you people asking him not to chat about it or blah, blah, blah. And someone used a term, I don't know how best to say it than calling someone a name, even though he didn't address this person didn't address it to anyone in particular. Then people got offended at that and said, don't call me that, and no name calling. So this is all I'm going to say. And I trust that you guys are mature enough to deal with it because I consider us like a family. No joke, no, as the cool kids would say, no cap, and without sounding like sentimental or gushy, whatever. I treat us like a community, like an extended family. like any extended family, especially over the holidays, all family members do not have to be best friends. We do not have to all get along perfectly. We don't have to all agree with each other all the time. In fact, I prefer it if we don't, because that's what leads to better discourse and better discussion. But we must be respectful. We must be respectful. And you got to trust that I know what I'm doing when I'm running one of these shows. So this is what I'm going to say. Talk about what you want to talk about in the chat, as long as it's not sexist, homophobic, racist, ableist, or disrespectful. Trust me to highlight what I want to highlight on the stream, and be mature enough to either engage with that kind of discussion or not. Then moderators, that's why I have a few of you. If you find that it's disrespectful, ableist, homophobic, sexist, or racist, then as I've always said, delete the messages. And if it gets repeated, then time someone out. And then if it gets really bad, you can ban that person. But I really don't like to ban anyone, because I do believe in second chances. But I also believe that we should be able to be mature enough to handle different points of view and to handle multiple conversations. All right? That's all I'm going to say. That's all I need to say. Everyone else, figure it out. All right, let's get going. I want to start by recognizing an amazing, and by the way, for those of you that weren't here last night, say, "Oh my gosh, I missed it." No, it wasn't massive. It wasn't like a big fight or anything, but I did have to address it a couple times in the stream, and therefore, to me, then it was important enough to address, but it wasn't a big deal. So I hope that makes sense to all of you. Let's get going for tonight's show. Uh-oh, my horn sounds sick. Maybe too much Christmas drinking. Thank you to legendary Carol Bovelander getting us going tonight, gifting 5 franchise memberships. And they go to Chris, they go to Gary, they go to Harry, they go to David, and they go to subscribe to Clay Emo. So welcome to Chris, Gary, Harry, they run there. Chris, Gary, Harry, where's Larry? David, and subscribe. Many of you are return members. So welcome back to the CCCC, the Clay's Canucks commentary crew. And Carol, thanks again, as always, for your amazing generosity. So let's give Carol some love in the chat for sure. That is awesome. Want to talk a bit about my day. Want to talk about the Canucks practice, and then I'll turn it over to all of you. Yeah, Gary, Harry, Mary, Larry, and everyone else. Today was an easy day for me. Didn't do anything too crazy. Spent the morning at home doing some odds and ends, and then went to Tsawwassen. Oh no, I know what I did. I got interviewed by City News. So they met me in a park. Sounds so shady. We met in a park in South Vancouver. I guess it wasn't shady. It was a public place, and it was good. You know, I've hinted. I can't say too much, because I don't want to get in trouble, but I've hinted that the Canucks got mad at me for one interview that I did back when the Canucks sucked back in January, and they're making coaching changes and blah, blah, blah. And then if any Canucks staff members are watching this, well, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to change what I said. I know they weren't happy with a couple things I said. I was just being honest. I was like, come on, I've been supporting you guys for the past 10 years, the most positive voice in the fan base. So anyways, so I was on a bit of a timeout from Canucks initiatives for about a year or so. But I think time heals all wounds, but I'm also much more careful what I say in interviews. And today I did an interview with City News, and it was a very positive story, is about the Canucks leading the NHL standings. Not anymore, but the Canucks leading the NHL standings coming out of Christmas. So it was a very positive story. I didn't have to watch what I said too carefully, and that aired on TV today. And yeah, I was very happy with the way that turned out. And so that was on City News, and it was funny. The caption says, "Canucks fans and experts weigh in," or whatever, something like that. So I was joking around. I'm not sure if they had me because I was a fan, or because I was an expert, or because I think I'm both, but I'm really neither, or maybe just because I'm good looking. But it was a good chance to spread some Canucks cheer over the holidays. Then I went to Tsawwassen Mills, bought a couple of things, just a dress shirt and a polo shirt, and that was it. Came home, took it easy, caught up a bit of TV, and now I'm here with you tonight. So I hope you guys had a really, really good day. And that's enough about me. Let's talk about the Vancouver Canucks now, and then we will turn it over to you for some questions, and then I will we'll play some games at the end of the night for sure. Taylor saying, I don't use cable. Is it online? No, I've not seen it posted. I've not seen it posted online yet. Jason says Canucks management can be very thin-skinned. I said this in the interview. They did a lot. They've done a lot of really good things. In fact, my point was it took 2 years, but they've shaped the roster how they want to. They've added the proper depth, and that's why the Canucks are playing so well. And a lot of things have gone well for them. But I don't know if Canucks management can be thin-skinned, but I think there's certain employees that I don't want to say for sure that may or may not like my style or what I do. I'll just put it like that. And they hold the hammer because they are the Canucks juggernaut. They are the team that I willfully and gladly support in terms of time, energy, and money. So that's why last year's back and forth with them was a little bit tricky. But hopefully both sides have moved on. I know I have, even though I brought it up today. But it was a year later. It's just such a contrast, the feeling around the team than we were last season when everyone knew that Boudreau was going to get fired and they're just waiting for the announcement of Rick Tocchet. We have Travis here. Make sure you support him, as I always say, and thank you, Trev, for the congrats on the interview. And March 31st, Chris, I'll have to let you know if I'm going to be there. Any good deals? Yeah, I went to Banana Republic. I had a $40 gift card, and I bought a $90 dress shirt that was on sale for $37. I bought a $60 polo that was on sale for $30. So basically, I spent $27 for those two shirts, which was pretty cool. Let's get to the Canucks right now and what they did. So they had, after they beat San Jose on the 23rd, they had the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th off, which makes sense. And now they went back to practice for the first time in 4 days today. And they lined up exactly how they ended off on Saturday night, beating the San Jose Sharks. So you had the reunited first line of Pettersson and the two Russians, Miller, Besser, and Hoglander. Then you had Bluger, Garland, and Joshua, the best third line in the world. And then Pius Suter playing between Lafferty and Neil Zaman. So that means Phil DiGiuseppe was the extra forward. I think ultimately when the Canucks signed them, you wanted Suter as your third line center and Bluger as your fourth line center. But obviously that third line is playing very well. And don't forget that the season actually started with Suter on that line. And then right when Bluger got healthy, Suter got hurt, and Bluger hasn't given up that spot. On D, same six, Hughes, Hronek, Zadorov, Myers, Cole, and Juleson. That means Friedman is on the outside looking in. The only regular that's hurt is Carson Soucy. So as we see more footage of him skating, not with the team yet, you wonder what's going to happen. I think you take Juleson out, and then you just slot Soucy in, and then you have Soucy or Cole play on their offside. That's the way I think it's going to go. So this is how I expect the Canucks to line up against Philadelphia tomorrow night at Rogers Arena. And then they play one game, and then they don't play again until 29, 30, 31 first, and then they don't play again until they host Ottawa on the 2nd. So it's crazy that they're basically playing one game in the span of 10 days, and that's why they've played so many games compared to everyone else. That's why a lot of other teams are going to be able to catch up, at least in the number of games. So you look around the league tonight, there are 14 games tonight. So the Canucks were only one of 4 teams not playing today. So of interest, whether it's because of standings overall or Pacific Division, the Rangers won again. Surprise, surprise. Boston won. Those are 2 teams that are up there. Then when it comes to the Pacific Division, you had, oh, by the way, Connor Bedard, beautiful goal in overtime if you haven't seen that yet. Then we had Seattle beating the Flames. You had Anaheim beating Vegas, and you had the Kings beating the Sharks. So for us, what we care about most is that the Kings won, but that the Vegas Golden Knights lost. The Canucks and the Oilers were the only 2 teams from the Pacific not playing. So then you look at the standings and you look at the division first. This is how it all shakes out. So Vancouver is still, no, this isn't refreshed. This should be like, haven't we played 2 more games fewer than Vegas? Oh, no, sorry. I was wrong. So now with Vegas's loss, they've now played one more game than us, and they're 2 points behind. So we were outright ahead of them by up to 4 points. However, LA, by winning, their points percentage goes up just a tiny bit. So technically by points percentage, they're ahead of us. So we presume they have only 4 games in hand now. You presume they're going to get 5 or 6 points out of those 4 games. So technically they're on pace for 50, but they're again on pace, no guarantee. Seattle, then we got this battle for 4th. Seattle is creeping towards 500. Calgary is trying to get towards 500. Edmonton is 500, but they played 4 or 5 fewer games. So you could argue that Edmonton is probably by points percentage rightfully in 4th place. And if you look at it by points percentage, it is LA, Vancouver, Vegas, and then Edmonton. You look overall in the entire league by points, it's the Rangers and us, but because by virtue of their higher points percentage, they are number 1. We are number 2. Then you got Vegas. Boston could still cut. Well, you go by points percentage. We are still 3rd best. We were tied for 2nd with LA, but LA won. So now it goes Rangers, Kings, Vancouver, Boston, Winnipeg. So no matter how you slice it, we are still a top 5 team in the league. Top 3 team. We are tied for 1st in terms of points. We are alone in 3rd in terms of points percentage. Going to look at one other thing real quick before we wrap up. The quick look at where the Canucks are, and then starting tomorrow, we can actually look at, start talking about Canucks games again. So, do you remember that time? Was it Miller, Petey, and Hughes were all tied for the league lead in scoring? So it's kind of fallen off now. Now you got Kucherov and McKinnon battling up top. Then a gap. Then the next gap is the next bunch has Miller, Nylander, Panarin, Pasternak, McDavid, Hughes, Rantanen, and Pettersson, all within 3 to 5 points of each other. So now that we're starting to see some separation, which is fine. We don't have to win the scoring title or anything like that. And you look at the Vancouver Canucks, they still have 4 players that are better than a point per game. Miller at 48 points, Hughes at 44, Petey at 43, and Brock at 38, including 24 goals, which is great. And then Philip Hronik, and then at 29, and then the rest of the guys. So, but look at all these. Look at all the plus minuses on the team. Quinn Hughes a plus 28, which is crazy. The only minuses on the team. We don't have no minuses on the team. We got Kuzmenko, who's even, which considering our goal differential isn't great. And you have Cole McWard, but he's only played 1 game. Everyone else is a plus player on this Vancouver Canuck team. Jason Lim of Van City Experts is in the house. Welcome, Jason. Nice to see you. We had a nice chat earlier today, which is really, really good. So nice to see you in here, Jay. So basically, that's what I want to do. I want to set up the game against the Flyers tomorrow. Remember, the Canucks lost to the Flyers in the 3rd game of the regular season. They beat the Oilers twice, home and home, and then they went on their first little mini road trip, which was Philly, Tampa, Florida, and they lost 2-0 to Philly. And that was game number 3 of the entire season. Philly's actually been quite surprising this season. The Vancouver Canucks have been very surprising this season. So I'm interested in tomorrow's matchup. I'm not sure I'll be streaming at 11 o'clock or not. I'll get to that in about 3 minutes or 2 minutes if you can wait for it. So let's do my Mitchell sponsor read. Then I'll get to some of your questions, and then we'll end off by playing some games tonight. So shout out to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. You can visit them at ptform.com. Thank you to Gassy Jai Art, maker of that fine artwork. Thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay. Receive a free pair of socks of your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Looking for Canucks tickets? Email me at canuckclay@gmail.com. Tomorrow, I'm doing an 11 p.m. tentative start time. I say tentative because we are out at a gathering of church friends, and it includes friends that are visiting from out of town who used to live here. So I'm not, and it's not at my place, so I can't just boot them out and say so I'm going to aim for 11, but it could be 11:30. I will still do a show tomorrow no matter what. 11 would be the earliest because I wouldn't go any earlier than that. But it might be 11:30 or God forbid 12. I know some of you loyal viewers will still be here no matter what time I start, but I'm going to aim for 11, and I won't do like 50 minutes. It won't be 11:15 or 11:45. It'll either be 11, it'll be 11:30, or it'll be midnight. So just stay tuned. I'll get the stream up, and then by 8 or 9 o'clock, I'll be able to update the start time on the YouTube channel. Finally, don't forget, we're still accepting spots. Deposits is the word I was looking for. This Vegas trip, March 31st to April 3rd, with the game on April the 2nd, Vancouver versus Vegas, $999 based on double occupancy. That's Canadian, gets you airfare, airport transfers, 3 nights at the Park MGM, and the game ticket. If you're interested, contact Neal Chark, nealc@uniglobecarefree.ca, nealc@uniglobecarefree.ca. He's going to ask for a $200 deposit and then a full payment due at the end of next month. And then make sure you mention me because he's tracking where his sales are coming from. Again, that's nealc@uniglobecarefree.ca. Mitchell, reminder to all of you to subscribe, to like the video, to leave a donation, to gift memberships like Carol has done. Thank you, Carol. And you can also buy your own membership or upgrade your own membership as well. So what I'm going to do is, I think the safest way, and it's going to cause you to be more creative, is I'm going to go questions only. That's just easier than I'm not picking bias or anything like that. So if you have me a question, if you have a question for me, put it in the chat and I'll be happy to answer. We'll do this for about 15, 20 minutes and then we'll move to games. And then if, I'll highlight some of your comments as well too. Yeah, their whole line wasn't great dogwood last game. Kentmer, you know me well. 4-2 is my prediction. Yours is 4-1. I love it. We're pretty close. Pretty close. 4-3 or 5-3 Nuts, says Taylor. Eric says 3-0. I like it. Hope the Canucks are hungry. Christmas was great. Luke, pretty quiet. Good family time. I hope yours was well as well. 5-2, says Tyler. Do I think Rachel Dory was the one leaking the info to insiders? I noticed since she left the organization, less info is being leaked out of the organization. I have no way of knowing, fangirl. But yes, regardless of Rachel Dory, I know that this group has been better. I've been very impressed at how Rutherford and Alvin have been good about not letting a lot of talks, contract talks, negotiations, signings, trades, anything get out to the media. And I don't know if that has everything or nothing to do with Rachel Dory. Yes, the Penguins beat the Islanders 7-0 tonight. Letang had a 6-point night. Harry, I'm doing well, thank you. If Susie comes back lineup to replace Juleson, does that mean that Juleson or Friedman will get sent down to the AHL? Yeah, one of them will. I think you got to send Friedman. I'm not sure that Juleson clears now, quite frankly, given his long run. So that's the risk. He's been playing quite well for the Canucks, so I'm not sure if Juleson clears waivers. Family's good, Jasperin. Thank you. Sean is out at some music festival downtown. Kayla's studying for her driving test, and Jacob has some friends over. They're playing their brand new Nintendo Switch right now. How long do you think they will keep Demko? Well, they have him under contract for 2 more seasons after this, Chris, and then we'll see if he seems to be like a Canuck lifer. I sure would hope so. And if they don't think Seelovs is ready to take over number 1, I could see them doing another, a 2 or 3 year contract after this one. 2-0 Canucks. Sounds good, Harry. Will the Israel-Palestine crisis get resolved in 2020? I sure hope so. I have no clue if it will. Philadelphia's the only team I haven't seen. Oh, Ricky, go knock it off the bucket list, man. And just then you can proclaim that you have seen all other 31 other teams. I think you should do it. After 20 years from now on, if Bedard finished the career similar status as Joe Sakic, would fans be satisfied or disappointed? I think Sakic is a great year when you consider cup runs. I think that's a Hall of Fame career. I think that's fine. Awesome. Good stuff, Luke. If I had to trade one player, would you trade Besser or Kuzmenko, and when? Wow. There's a $1 million difference in cap hit. Besser is 6.65. Kuzmenko's 5.5. You get more for Besser, but I also think Besser is the better player. Oh, that's tough. I think you trade Kuzmenko, but you build him up again first. I'm not saying, I said only if you have to pick one of those two. 4-2 with Besser scoring. Yeah, there are people laughing in the background. And that's with my office doors closed and the kitchen door closed. If you remember when I move the camera around, when I do my dancing, or if I've done a quick tour, yeah, I'm you guys know basically there's only 3 places I vlog from inside the house. There's my office. So if you picture I'm staring at the hallway and the stairs, if that makes sense. Then over there is my kitchen where I have big TV and where I've done some of my streams. And then over there is my piano room. So yes, I have 2 sets of doors closed, Taylor, and there's only 3 of them. Yes, is Kayla's driving knowledge test. If the Canucks were to hire you, would you work for them? And what job would you, Gerald, this is an excellent question. I love this question. It really depends. It really depends. And it depends how much they pay me, quite frankly, because I've heard that they don't pay particularly well, like many sports teams, because a lot of people love to, they don't take advantage of the fact, but a lot of people simply want to work for a sports team, and therefore they have more applicants than positions, so they can afford to pay less. That's just a common economics thing, right? So they'd have to pay me quite well, given my age. I'm turning 50 next year. You know, I'm not cool enough or hip enough to be a content creator on social or whatever like that. I could see myself in a management role. And so aside from not working with the team, like the players, what would I know about that? But more of a marketing, HR, communications, that type of role. I did consider applying when they hired, Craig McEwen, CMAC. But that didn't get very far, obviously. And I'm happy where I'm working with the church right now and doing the Canucks stuff as a hobby. So yeah, a management role in HR, communications, that kind of thing. Great question. Great question. Yeah, great contract. They might ship him out. That's my opinion. Oh no, I don't think they will, Chris. I think the management likes this guy too much. I'm not going to the game tomorrow night, Edmund. I'm not sure you heard me say. I'm going to be at a get together. That's why my stream might actually be late tomorrow. I see a high scoring game. Typically is every year. Usually a New Year's game. Yeah, I was talking to a friend who I ran into at Banana Republic at Tuason Mills. I know that took me a few steps to get there. I work with him, and he's a big Flyers fan. And we were talking about how the Flyers always seem to be coming through around Christmas time. Them younger kids making us feel old. What are you talking about? Aren't you like 19 or 20, Taylor? Question for your daughter. Can you make a left turn on a red light onto a one-way street? Interesting, dog, would you bring this up? Because we were just talking about this 2 days ago, and the answer, I believe, is yes. If you are on a one-way and you're making a left turn onto a one-way and it's red, you can still make that turn. It's just like a right turn. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. At least that's what I told her. Who'd like to be the backup for Demko next season if DeSmith doesn't resign? I'm pretty sure that if just you got to get Seelovs in here next year. I remember when I was Kayla's age. You're talking like you're 40 years old, Taylor. With the NHL doing an all-star draft, does that mean it's just 2 teams with a team captain and assistants, or still by division? Great question. Maybe it's by conference now. That I don't know, Fangirl. I haven't read, but good question. I will not be at the Sens game January 2nd. I will not be at a game until late January. My next game is actually the Chicago game, the Bedard game, I'm pretty sure. Do you think this is the peak of the Canucks doing well? The past few years weren't good, but it seems like better late than never. Their opportunity might be declining after the season. Yeah, I think given where they are right now, I'm not sure if they're going to be in first overall coming out of Christmas in the next few years. So we'll see where this season ends, but I do think they've changed the narrative, and they've probably changed the outlook. I don't think Alvin's going to do anything stupid. That's not his way. But I definitely think it's. I even heard Jim Rutherford say that the rebuild or whatever, the retool has gone faster than they expected. No, I did not watch the Boya Salming, but I saw a commercial on it, and maybe I'll get a chance to watch it before school starts up again. I hope to test for a graduate license within the first few months of the year and get rid of it. And yes, both Sean and Jacob have done that, and it was a great feeling for them. Clay, you cool to do anything. Oh, thanks, Taylor. That's awesome. Question for your daughter. What is an S maneuver in a turning lane? I don't even know what that is. Eric, tell me. Did you see the SDM clip where Dangle found out that the Leafs had never won 3 rounds in their franchise history? In 1967, the playoff format was 4 teams, so they won 2. I did not know that, Justin. Thank you. And no, I haven't seen that clip yet. I don't watch all the SDPN's clips, so thank you. Have I ever watched a game from a suite? Yes. I won suite tickets from Air Canada to the Champions. Nice. That's awesome. Yes, Han Solo. I've watched from a suite a few times, either as guests of someone or guests of the Canucks before. So the Canucks have treated me well over the years. Oh, you're 23. Sorry, I didn't see you. You still feel old. Sweet's nice. It depends. If they just go with standard like snacky food, it's okay, like popcorn and blah blah. But if they end up catering it in, then it's awesome. The actual view isn't great. You want to. Here's my one piece of advice. Once you get in the suite, put your jacket down on a chair first. Claim like a good seat for sure. I did not check out Pro Hockey Life, but I've been there before, Harry, but I did not go there today. Do you worry they might rush Seelovs? No, I was worried that they were going to do so this year, coming off his great world championships. But the fact that they brought DeSmith in, then that tells me that they have a good plan for him. Okay, let's test this tomorrow morning. Mental maturity being a few years older. People think I'm not. Okay, that's good. That's good. Seelov does have some games behind him. Yes. 40 is going to be in 17 years from you. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Could you see the Canucks hosting the NHL All-Star game? Harry, I have no way of knowing. I would love that, but I don't know. Is the All-Star game still 3-on-3? That is a good question. I think so. I can't see them going to 5-on-5, but I don't know. You know, there's a lot of things I realize that I don't know about this year's All-Star game. So Gerald is asking if anyone's going to go to the Sens game or looking to go. Why was Ethan Bear negative with the Canucks and not wanting to return with his comments? I don't know. I think, yeah, maybe he felt disrespected. Maybe he felt led on. I think Jim Rutherford felt led on. So I don't know what the true story is right there. Do you think Tocchet puts Brock on PD's line and Kuzmenko Muir's line? You know, Brock and Kuzmenko are not difference makers when it comes to defense. So I don't think Trev, I don't think that Tocchet will want to split up JT and Brock. So I don't see that happening. When there's no Canucks games, do you watch other teams? Nope. I follow the scores very closely, but I do not usually sit down and watch unless it's a really good game like Vegas versus Colorado or New Jersey, New York. Generally, I don't watch other. Could Tocchet win Coach of the Year? Yeah, he's the favorite for sure right now. Would some Canucks players remember you? Good question, Jasker. I'm not such a tryhard that I'll go up to a guy and say, "Hey, do you remember that we met last year?" But PD, he knew of me before I met him, which was cool. I have a feeling, I know that Bo knows who I am. I know Trevor Linden knows who I am. I know Spencer Martin used to watch my vlogs, which is kind of cool. But how many of them would actually say that they remember me? I don't know, maybe just a couple. Because I haven't volunteered with the team in the past year, I haven't really met a lot of the new guys yet. So we'll see. We'll see. And if I get to volunteer with them again, I'm pretty good about it. I'm pretty professional. I'm not a fan. Like I'm 49 years old. I'm older than some of their dads, quite frankly. So I don't think that they're looking for a 49-year-old man looking to take selfies and get autographed, which is not what I do anyways. I just like to talk to them like normal guys. At least I try to. 28 this year. Still feel like I'm 15. Age is nothing but a number. Hey, Flames Nation. Zadorov is playing pretty well. I give him a B or B plus. He hasn't done anything actually crazy stupid. He hasn't been amazing either. He's been pretty solid. You may have heard he's playing on a line with Tyler Myers. So that's 6'8" and 6'6". So that's 13 or 6'8" and 6'7". So that's 13 feet and 2 inches of chaos. He likes to join the rush. He likes to, he's coughed off the puck a couple times in front of his own net. He's also danced himself out of trouble a couple times. So he's come as advertised. I think fans really like him. He seems really happy to be here. I don't think we're going to re-sign him. I think he's just going to want a number that doesn't make sense for where the Canucks will slot him. So, but overall, I think he's been playing well. Tell me, Flames Nation, do you guys miss him in Calgary? What do you think of Pettersson's game recently? Some people, I don't think he's injured, Trevor. I just think he's playing fine. He's got 44 points in 35 games. I think he's fine. For Kayla, well, why am I It's not like she's sitting beside me. So why do you keep asking questions about Kayla? Maybe you're trying to test me. In what circumstances is it permissible for a driver to exceed the posted speed limit according to the ICBC manual, despite never being directly stipulated? I don't know. I would love the answer. When your wife's giving birth, how about that? I don't know. Did I see Tommy Guns in Tawasin Mills? That was Botch's nickname for Thomas Vanek. No. Was Vanek at Tawasin Mills? I'm not sure why you're asking, Zal. But no, I did not see Vanek. Didn't we host the All-Star game in the late 90s sometime? Bear basically said, he hinted that it was nice to go to a team where he was wanted. That's basically what he said. Yeah, I would attend the Skills or 3-on-3. I did in San Jose. Brock and JT are a good duo. I probably make my family old. I'm the youngest on both sides, but now some of my cousins have kids. Yes. So yes, you are probably closer to some of your cousins' kids' age than your cousins themselves. I agree. And it sounds like the Caps are signing him for $2 million, 2.06 or something. What's the most you want to sign Zadorov before? What? Oh, 4. I don't think you can go above 5 for him. And I think he's going to want more than 5. I'm thinking the Kings beat Vegas tomorrow. They are certainly playing better than the Knights are right now, but it's better for the standings if Vegas wins. Actually, all I care about is that they do not have a 3-point game. I love how physical Zadorov is. It brings a smile to you. Good, good, good. Taylor's asking about Percy Jackson. I don't even know what that is. Someone's going to overpay for Zadorov a lot. Yes, I agree with that, Eric. I agree with that. We do miss him. Thanks for the response. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Flames Nation. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. And good luck to your team, as long as they don't beat out the Canucks for a playoff spot. When your wife's giving birth, what a nice answer. Well, hey, you got to be sure. Tommy Guns is the name of a barbershop in Tawasin. Oh, I missed it. Sorry. $5 million for Zadorov. Pass. I agree, Eric. One current and one former Canuck that you love to have your show for an interview. Oh, good. One former Canuck, Roberto Luongo. I think if he did it, the stories he would tell would be so much fun. So I think Roberto Luongo. Current, I think JT Miller would be a great interview. I really do. And Brock, just because we can get into stuff outside of hockey, if you'd be willing to talk about it, those are the two that I would be very interested in. Oh, I didn't know it. Down 4-0, and then they won 5-4. That's good because I have their goalie on my fantasy team, although I don't think I started him today, knowing that he was playing against. Oh, no, Ingram didn't look he even played. Yeah, my goalies didn't do well today. I had Lindgren and Hellbuck, but Demko was on my bench. Yes, 4-0 the Avs to win 5-4. That is pretty crazy. Yeah, they're Arizona Coyotes. Don't laugh. They're playing well. Who do you think will likely win the Norris, Vezina, Hart next year? Next year, I think you mean this season. Well, which Canuck player would you like to win one? Well, obviously it's Hughes for Norris, Demko for Vezina, and actually Hughes or Miller for Hart. I think Susie plays with Cole. I really do. I don't think they're going to split the other two pairings up. 1998 All-Star game was in Vancouver. North America beat World 8-7. That's right, because I remember Burrier was playing the World team. I wouldn't give Zadorov anything over 3. That's a little low. Merging. According to the manual, you're required to match the speed of traffic when merging. If they're speeding, you have to as well. That makes sense. Dogwood, I'll remind Kayla of that when I'm driving her to her appointment tomorrow. Thank you. Arizona and Philly are teams that aren't even free wins anymore. I agree. I agree with that. Wow, there's 81 of you in here, which is awesome. This is what we're going to do. We are going to do 5 minutes of Ask Me Anything. So 5 minutes only of Ask Me Anything. And then we'll move into the games. So for anyone who wants to stick around, and you don't have to, don't feel like you have to, that's fine. And I'll do my wrap up. Yeah, no. Oh, okay. Thank you, Taylor, for the Percy Jackson description. Yes, sounds like nothing that I'd be interested in. All right, 5 minutes of Ask Me Anything. I'm going to be ruthless. I'm not, no offense to anyone asking them, but I'm not answering any more Canucks, hockey, World Junior questions. It truly is Ask Me Anything. And when I say anything, it's basically anything except hockey-related questions. So let's go. Last 5 minutes. Have you tried out my new mic yet? Thank you for asking. No, it's still in its box. I'm going to open it up tomorrow, though, and take a look. Good question. Sushi today. No, I had Ito, but not true sushi. Do you think you'll pass the learner's knowledge test? Yeah, I wouldn't ace it, but I think I'd pass it. I sure hope so. I drive like I think I know what I'm doing. If you're driving on the freeway in the passing lane and somebody flashes their high beams behind you, what are you supposed to do? Well, my gut instinct says pull over because I'm going too slow for him, but maybe nothing. See, maybe I would fail. Dog would tell me. I have no clue. How much Pepsi Clay? This is my third glass today. Fan of Christmas music? Yes, both spiritual and secular. This is bordering. No, I've been a season ticket holder for 14 years now. My first year was 2010, 2011. Worth the investment if you can handle it. If you can't go to certain games, you better know that you can either give them away or sell them, because it is quite a commitment depending on how much you want to spend. But the discounts and the perks do help a little bit, for sure. For sure. I've enjoyed my time as a season ticket holder. Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve, it was prime rib. On Christmas Day, it was ham and lechon, which is a barbecue pig, Filipino style. I've been streaming. So I've had my YouTube channel since 2007, so over 15 years, but I've been streaming. I basically started it during the bubble year. The bubble year, I did nightly streams. I was close to nightly. I have to look it up. So I'd say 3 or 4 years for sure. The favorite streaming video I've done was probably when I did my 24-hour stream, because it was no one had ever done that before in this space. And I had guys like Rick Dollywall, like James Duthie on it. I had a lot of my local friends, a lot of vloggers on it. I had Marie. We did a concert. So my favorite video, because it's the most ambitious one, and I think the most creative one I've done, is my 24-hour live stream. Great question. If you're talking about my favorite non-streaming videos, my favorite non-streams is any of the parody songs that I've done. I have a lot of fun with those. Giving away SmackDown tickets, nice. Turkey versus ham, overrated, underrated. I'd say turkey's overrated, ham's underrated. Fair to say you and your wife Kayla would split teacher time with kids? No way, Edmund. I will do all the teaching. I love my wife, but I will 100% unequivocally state that I'm a better driver than my lovely wife Gail. She is way better at me than many other things, but driving is not one of them. And you can tell her I said that, because I'm confident that many of you won't tell her. And even if you do remember to tell her, you probably won't see her for a while. You're right. You move over into the driving lane and let him pass. Yes. Oh, Taylor says I might like it. Okay. Have I entered any giveaways before on Canucks tickets or concert tickets? Yeah, I have before. I never win, but I have. No, we're at 30 likes, not 4. Yeah, YouTube's been weird with the way they register likes and views. Sometimes when you finish a live stream, it'll say that there's only 6 views, and then about after an hour, it'll catch up to itself. You move to the US. You can only bring one Canadian only fast food restaurant to the US. Which one are you bringing? Canadian only. Don't they have Tim Hortons in the States now too? I've heard they have Tim Hortons in the States. Honestly, I can't answer this because I don't know what are the Canadian only fast food. So if you give me those options, I will answer, but I don't know which ones are Canadian only. Sorry for the cop-out answer. Make sure Kayla does her shoulder checks while turning. Thank you. I've had Jollibee here once, and I think it's the same as the Philippines, same recipe, same whatever. Like you can't go wrong. Well, I guess you could go wrong making fried chicken, but I'm not the biggest fan. My family loves it though. Within BC, I love going to the Okanagan, Kelowna in particular. Flash to pass. That doesn't sound good. Thank you, Dogwood. BBQ roast pork, yes. This Sean and Jacob would offer. I'd say Sean's a better driver than Jacob. If any of you guys can remember to bring that up next time Jacob's on the stream, you're welcome to. I think Sean is a better driver than Jacob, but I think I'll be the one teaching. Can you do a stream with a piano or keyboard and grace us with your musical talents? Yeah, Gerald, I was thinking about doing that. Maybe next week, just when there's only one Canucks game, I either bring the portable keyboard in here or I'll stream from the piano room and just have some fun in between. But then it's like at 11 o'clock at night. So maybe then I'm waking everyone. I'll have to figure it out. But thank you, Gerald. It might be a little bit showy, but it might be something different. If you have a car with 3 pedals, we'll take a screenshot if you press all 3. Good question. Yeah, any manual car, right? I love smoked sockeye salmon. I have been to Brentwood Mall in its new food court. It's nice. Isn't Tim? Yeah, I know of a friend. They go to university in Pennsylvania, and there's a Tim's there. New Year's Eve, truly no must-have food, but we do these weird, I don't know if they're Chinese traditions, but we jump up and down to signify that you're going to grow. We shake money to signify prosperity. We eat grapes to signify health. Those are the 3 weird things we do when it turns. I know that wasn't your question, Justin, but we don't have any must food eat for sure. Triple O's, that's true. Most expensive trip you've been to? Probably a cruise. Maybe it was our honeymoon cruise that was Gail and me, or one of our family cruises. Most memorable trip, they've all been memorable. I'd say Hawaii in 2022 was very memorable. Our honeymoon back in 2000 was very memorable. Those are 2 for sure. Thank you. Okay, everyone. I need to move on now. Because we're at 47 minutes. So we will move to the game. So I'll do a quick wrap up now, because if anyone wants to leave now, they are most welcome to leave now. And then I will do a small wrap up at the very end. So thank you, everyone. Moderators, thank you for being present and just keeping this place safe. Members, that's legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovelander, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame franchise members. Thanks for your support, and thanks to all of you for watching, for liking, subscribing. I always appreciate you. Never take you for granted. Thank you, Carol, for the 5 gift memberships. Don't forget, I'm not signing off yet. I'm sticking around to play 20 minutes of games for anyone who wants to stick around. Thank you to my sponsors, Advanced City Experts Real Estate, Perform and Transform Personal Training and Weight Loss. And on your way out, you can subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, gift a membership, become a member, or upgrade your own membership. Want Canucks tickets? Email me, canuckclay@gmail.com. You want to go on this Vegas trip? Email neilc@uniglobecarefree.ca. And don't forget that tomorrow night, I'm planning to stream at 11 if I get home from my friends in time, but I may bump it to 11:30 or midnight if I absolutely have to. But I will try and update you throughout tomorrow night. Welcome, Dylan, to everyone who's just joining right now. For everyone else, yeah, I saw 15 people drop off, which is fine. But we are going to move to games now because we didn't get a chance to play them on Monday night. So I know we're going to just straddle the midnight thing for the Worldo, but we're not going to play twice. We're just going to kind of go in the order that we go in and then see what happens. So everyone is welcome to, can I change slow mode now in the middle of a stream? It's 10 seconds. That's nothing. You guys can survive. So let's do our 4 games that we always play. And remember, I only have one rule. If you've already played, don't be a jerk and don't spoil it for everyone. Take care, Carol. New Year's Eve stream, I doubt it. I doubt that I'm going to be streaming on Sunday and Monday because I do want to honor the family time, but I'll have to make a call on the weekend for sure. Who's this, guys? Who is this player? Who is this? He's got very prominent ears. Taylor says Tom Wilson. I don't mind that guess. So we got Metro Division. Then. So Metro is the one with, obviously Washington in it. That's the one with Toronto. Yeah, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, Boston, Buffalo, Washington, Pittsburgh, and Philly. So that's the Metro Division. We know he's not a right winger. He's not Canadian. He wears a here's a good guess. Here's a good hit. It's a jersey number higher than 23. Sorry, higher than 43. So I'm looking for a Metro Division player whose jersey number is higher than 43, who's not Canadian. Oh, Bo Horvat's actually a good get. Oh no, Horvat's Canadian, and no, he doesn't wear 53 anymore. Never mind. Yeah, let's go with active players for sure. Let's go with active players. What's Letang's jersey number? We got Marner. We got Bathson. I forgot Letang's jersey number. 58. Okay, then let's go Letang. I like that guess. Oh, but Letang's Canadian, right? And we know this guy's not Canadian. Yes. Someone just said, isn't Letang Canadian? Okay, so let's try this again. Let's reset. He's got to be younger than 20. So it's not any of the New York or New Jersey teams, because that's the Atlantic Division. The Metro is Washington. Oh no, did I screw up my divisions, you guys? I think I screwed up my divisions. No, isn't Toronto's in the Metro, right? I always get confused. The 3 Canadian teams are in. Oh no, they're in the Atlantic. Sorry, start again. You guys are right. We're gonna start again. My bad. The Metro is Pittsburgh. That's what I thought. Pittsburgh, Philly, the 3 New York teams, Carolina, and Columbus. My apologies. So we'll start it all over again. My bad. I got the Atlantic and the Metro mixed up. Yes. I'll show the silhouette one more time. Sorry, guys. That was a little bit of a rough start here. It's not Austin Matthews because the jersey number is higher than 43. The jersey number is higher than 43. What Hughes brother wears higher than 43? Isn't Luke right on 43? Horvat wears 14 now, right? All right, let's start guessing. Non-Canadian players in the Metro. Non-Canadian players in the Metro. How old is Zibanejad? No, that's not Zibanejad, though. Well, Jack is 86. So we've narrowed it down a little bit more. We now know that it's an American player playing in the Metro, not on Washington or New Jersey. And he's not sent. Oh, I like Doug Hamilton. I like that one. Okay. Although he's Canadian, I screwed that up. So now, and he's New Jersey. Sorry, that was my fault. So we are looking for a guy whose jersey number is high, between 43 and 86, who's American, a defenseman from the Metro Division, and he was between 22 and 29 years old. I don't think Trocheck's a defenseman. D'Angelo is a defenseman. Yeah, playing for Carolina, right? Let's try him. Oh, actually, that was a good guess because it met other criteria. Defenseman, East, Metro. We got the right age, and then we got United. So now I think we only have 4 more guesses, but we're getting there. Adam Fox. What number does Fox wear? You guys, what jersey number is Adam Fox? I'm not very good with jersey numbers, so I have no clue. Oh, no. Fox wears 23. What does Trouba wear? I like the Trouba guess. What number does Trouba wear? Is it high? No, he wears like 8. No, we need someone who wears higher than 43. How hard can that be? What does Condre Miller wear? Are all the American Are all the Rangers defensemen American? Condre Miller. What does Condre Miller, what number does he wear? Well, he wears like 70 something, right? Yeah, let's do this. I think that's right. I like that. Oh. So we got the Rangers. We got defensemen. Very close to 23. Oh. But it can't be Fox, who's 23. Who are the other Rangers defensemen? It can't be Fox. It can't be Trouba. Ryan Lindgren. What number does he wear? Oh, gosh, you can't see his mustache on the silhouette. Good job to, I see Justin nailed it, then Andrew, then Colin. Very good, you guys. It took a while, but we got there. We are still smart. We have started off the night 1-for-1. Let's go to Gordo now. So, Justin, you get first guess, Justin, because you got it right first. So, Justin, give me an 8-letter hockey last name. Usually it's present, but not always. Justin, it's on you, brother. Don't worry about vowels or whatever. Alex Ovechkin. Not bad. We got 4 of the 8 letters. V, C. Oh, we got a V. V is not a common. Doesn't this name sound like Take Care, Harry? Doesn't this name sound like it is going to end in Vitch? I think it's something Vitch. Or maybe not. There's a guy's name named Chinakov. Who's that? But there's no N. There's no N. Oreskovich? No. Banovich? Svech? No, there's no E. Djokovic? Isn't that a McTavish? Isn't it McTavish? Oh, wait. McTavish. No. Isn't Djokovic Craig McTavish? Isn't it McTavish? V. Yeah. Wow. Nice one. Oh, I was thinking of Craig McTavish. There's Mason McTavish, of course. Anaheim Ducks. Very good, third. Awesome. Third, you nailed it. Third, you now get the first guess for Wordle. Nice job. Okay, third, I'm taking your first word, your first guess for Wordle. That was very impressive. That was very, very impressive. All right, third, I'm giving you 10 seconds. Oh, it's going to reset in like 30 seconds. Okay, let's just see what happens. Oh, I think it's 12, so maybe I'll just do this and we'll reset it. Let's just see what happens. Third says nurse. Oh, not bad. We got 3 of the 5 letters. Hey, Jamie, I'm good. I hope you're well. All right, we got an N, an R, and an E. Now it's up to everyone. Yeah, usually I like to guess a word with more vowels, but that was actually a good starting word for sure. What do we got, guys? I'll take the next guess that has an N, R, and an E, just not in those positions. Entry does work. Hey, great Great guess. We got the R in the right position. Good guess, fangirl. We got the R in the correct position. We know the E is not 1 or 5, and we know the N is. Does rinse meet? No, it's got to. R's got to be in the fourth one. Can't be later. R's got to be in the fourth position, you guys. R's got to be in the fourth. I think, is it going to end in RN with an E? Something. You know, Justin, I didn't see you type it. I typed it like this. So if this works, it means great minds and good looking guys think alike. I'm going to give props to Justin, but I'm going to give props to myself too. Great job, Justin. Great job, team. We are 3 for 3. So now we should be feeling very confident about this. What country is this? And everyone, if you press live on your browser right now or refresh, because I don't want you guys to be too far behind. What country is this? Remember, for this game, I like to have not consensus, because I'm not going to get all 66 people to agree, but I want people at least 2 votes. We got a Malaysia. We have a Malaysia. What country is this? We got an India. So we have some Asian countries. We got Malaysia. We got India. We got a Saudi. We got a fish. Sorry, Viper, that's not a country. So we got Malaysia, India, Saudi. We got 2 for Saudi. So that's what we're going to start with. Not bad. We got to go west of Saudi Arabia. We got a Yugoslavia now. West of Saudi Arabia by 6,000 kilometers. So I don't know if that puts us in Europe or still in the western part of Asia. No, what am I talking about? Saudi Arabia. We got a Yugoslavia. We got what genre? Hey, are you still, Aaron? I think you're still playing Wordle. You got to refresh your browser. We got another Yugoslavia. There's no such country anymore. It doesn't let me type it. Unless I'm spelling Yugoslavia wrong. We got Nigeria. We got Iraq. We got Iraq and Nigeria. So we got, pretty sure, I don't think Iraq looks like this. And then we had Nigeria, which takes us all the way to, wow, Nigeria was a good guess. So we're much closer. So now we got to get into Africa. And we only have 3 more guesses, though. So we have an Algeria now, says Andrew. We have a Morocco. That kind of looks like Morocco to me. I remember it being, we have a Senegal. We have Algeria, Morocco. We have Senegal. Okay, we have 2 for Senegal. I like how Fangirl she doesn't waste any time. Whoa, we're so close. We're only 700 kilometers away. All right, guys. We have to get it with our next guess. We have to get it with our next guess. We are close, but we are not there. And we have 1 guess to go. Hey, Jay, new Hall of Fame member. Jay says Zimbabwe. This one is tricky, you guys. I cheated. I looked it up, so I'm not going to say anything because I want to see if we get it right. But I go by the people. We have 2 for Zimbabwe. Although, No, I better stick to this. It is Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is so we got all these wrong. Zimbabwe, we got Saudi Arabia, Iraq. Then we did good. We were in the right area. Nigeria, Senegal, Morocco, but it is indeed Sierra Leone. So hopefully we can get going from here. What are the two border countries of Sierra Leone? Given our guesses, I don't think it's any of the 6 countries you got wrong. How is our Western Africa geography? So we got a guess for Senegal. We got a guess for Guinea. Guinea. How do you pronounce Guinea? Guinea. It's huh? What?
Guinea.
Yeah, Guinea. Take care, Eric. So both Daniel. So we got Guinea, Liberia. Yep, that's. I'm pretty sure that's right. Good job. So there's the Guinea. Okay, so that you guys got that easy. Guinea pig. Guinea. Thank you. Very good. So there's Guinea. There's Liberia. Easy. What is the capital of Sierra Leone? What is the capital of Sierra Leone? What do we got? We got a free town as opposed to an expensive town. We got Freetown. That sounds like a good name. We got Daniel says Freetown. How do you guys know all this stuff? Beautiful. Too easy for you guys. Once we know the country. All right, Sierra Leone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have a feeling it's either 2, 5, or 8. The way that they've done the star and the 3 colors. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's not Fleetwood. Daniel says 7. Fangirl says 8. Jamie says 8. Andrew says 7. Oh, we got more 7s. Got a lot of 7s. Let's do it. Oh, you guys are good. See, never listen to me. Good job. Population. We are doing this one in the poll. Population. If I can type, it'll be in the poll in 5 seconds. So everyone type in the poll, not in the chat. What is the population of Sierra Leone? Is it less than 3 million? Is it 3 to 5 million? Is it 5 to 10 million? Is it 10 to 12 million? You have 10 seconds to vote in the poll right now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah. For people that the poll doesn't show up, are you guys on phones or are you guys on computers? But for those of you where the poll did show up, 43% of you are saying C. And we got it right. 8 million. Very, very good. Very good. Now we move to what is the currency used in Sierra Leone? Again, we will use the poll in the chat. You have your 4 options, and I've just posted the poll right now. Is it A, the pound for pound? Is it B, the franc? Let's be frank. Is it C, the leone, like leone me some money? Or is it D, the peso? Pay so much in this country. Is it the pound? Is it the franc? Is it the leone? No, leave me leone is better. Leave me leone. Or is it the P? Is it the D, the peso? Which one is it? Hey, Tyler. Is it A, B, C, or D? You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yeah, third, not my best work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 62% of you saying C, it's Lyon. And we got it right. Very good. Guess the most populated cities. Okay, this one's fun. This one's fun. So there's one city that has 1 million people. I'm guessing it's the capital. I'm guessing. Now, the next three are pretty close. 230, 200, 124. So I'm not saying this is the answer. I'm just putting these up here so you can see them. What order should I type it in? So call Koidu K-O, call Kanema K-E, and call Bo B-O. So if we presume that Freetown is number 1, because it's the capital, what order should I put the other 3? K-O, K-E, and B-O. If someone's willing to make, I'm pretty sure we're just guessing here, but if someone's willing to make a guess. Oh, so 2 of you say Bo. 2 of you said put Bo here. And then third says Bo K and then Koidu. Viper said flip last 2, but that was before I moved it. We're just guessing here, right? BO's body odor. Yeah, I hope not. All right, let's just try. Hey, we got it. Good job. Who was this? Who said this? It was Andrew. Andrew got it right. Freetown, Bo, Kanema, and Koidu. Very good. Good job. Good job. And finally, guess the size. So we're going to go to the poll one more time. Man, if we get this, that means we aced it, except for the actual country, which is kind of funny. So there's your last poll in the chat. I just posted it. Is Sierra Leone smaller than 60,000 square kilometers, between 60 and 120, between 120 and 180, and over 180 square kilometers? Vote in the chat. You have 10 seconds to do so. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We end the poll. And the poll ends with voting for C again. We voted for C all 3 times. Oh, we got this one wrong. Although B was a close second in 41%. Sierra Leone, officially the Republic of Sierra Leone, is a country on the southwest coast of West Africa. It shares its southeastern border with Liberia, and the northern half of the nation is surrounded by Guinea, covering a total area of 71,740,000. Oh, I messed up. 740 square kilometers. Sierra Leone has a tropical climate with diverse environments ranging from savanna to rainforests. The country has a population of 7,092,113 as of the 2015 census. Freetown is the capital and largest city. The country is divided into 5 administrative regions, which are subdivided into 16 districts. Friends, that wraps up our games. Great job. And that wraps up our stream. So tomorrow night, don't forget, I will be aiming for 11 p.m., but we will see. Thank you, J-Kid. We will see if I'm going to start truly at 11, or I may have to bump it up a little bit later. But no matter what, I will be streaming sometime tomorrow night. I already did my wrap up before we did the game. So I'll just say to all of you tonight, thank you for being here. You know how much I always appreciate you, and I never take you for granted. So enjoy the Canucks versus the Flyers tomorrow night, and then hope to see you tomorrow on my stream, hopefully by 11 p.m. There's a lot of hopes there. And Carol, I know she's not here anymore. Thank you, Carol, for the 5 donations, the 5 membership gifts amounting to $25 of donations, and 5 new members as part of the CCCC. Okay, friends, as always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. So the mighty genie said to the person, I shall grant you 3 wishes. And the person said, I wish for a world without lawyers. Genie says, boof, done. But now you have no more wishes. And the guy said, but you said I had 3. And then the genie said, so sue me. God bless. Think about that one. And go Canucks, go. Booyah.